Okay, guys, you are here with Dave Jose. I know you guys haven't talked to me in a while or heard from me. What I want to do is break something down that is so important, it is crazy. Now, what I might have found out is that there is a huge thing going on with President Trump and the nation and politicians that we are not being told. Now, this is going to sound crazy, but we are going to hear a video where I'm going to break it down piece by piece to understand normal protocol and then compare it to what it is that we're seeing. Now, there are a couple of gentlemen. We have Timothy Charles Holmseth, right? Timothy Holmseth is a reporter that was an award-winning reporter in the mainstream news who ended up finding out some things about trafficking. He decided to not be fearful. He went out there. He told the story. He started to get blackballed. Trolls started coming after him. He started to get death threats, all types of crazy stuff. This guy stuck with it. He ended up getting arrested after he exposed a woman who he said that he had witnesses and evidence saying that she had something to do with trafficking children out of Florida and dealing with the Ukraine as well, which we see the politicians keep hitting Ukraine. Well, I just seen some stuff that made everything come together for me, and it blew my mind because Timothy Charles Holmseth comes with evidence that nobody else has. He says some things that are very hard to verify because he has such in-depth knowledge and he has such great sources that it's hard for the regular man or woman to come into that type of information at once. Now, it seemed that he was blessed by God to get the information, to be able to find out what's going on, and he spilled the beans. Now, fast forward, he starts working with a gentleman named Chris Hallett of E-Clause. He started working with a guy named Kirk Pendergrass. I know that he works with another gentleman who has contacts around the world, who definitely works with Trump, definitely provides evidence for Trump to be able to go and knock doors down. Now, I had contact with a gentleman who actually provides information and intel, and they are big time after traffickers. I knew about things that were going to happen before they happened. I seen information being put together to prosecute people, to get people caught up who are trafficking. And if it didn't come together like crazy on this video, I don't know where it did. But let's remember, about 5 months ago, I think it was, Timothy Charles Holmseth exposed how there were 2,100 kids that they said were saved by a task force that worked with Trump, that dealt with the Pentagon. And I think that Timothy has certain knowledge of some of the things that were going on. I think other people had certain knowledge of things that were going on, and they were kind of putting the pieces they had together. We did see some fallouts between some of the guys, but I honestly believe that God is showing us exactly what is happening right now today. So without further ado, I'm going to open up this video with President Trump, and I'm going to let you guys see some of the things that he's talking about. And I'm going to step back in and kind of connect some dots for you. But we're going to have a good time because I believe God is really shutting down the system, and we're seeing something that's unbelievable right now. So let's check it out.
A couple of other locations that we'll report to you, and we were able to get a young woman released from a certain area.
Notice he's hiding the information just like California.
Who was being horribly accosted.
Now, we don't use the word accosted every day. Let's look at the definition. Accost. Number 2, to solicit for sexual purposes said of a prostitute.
Horribly treated. And
now we got to ask the question, did President Trump call the FBI or normal cops?
We spoke to General Milley. General Milley took care of it.
General Milley is the #1 guy in the military. This is who Trump used, just like Timothy Holmseth explained to us. Now we see that he's not using normal police, but he's actually working with the military.
We went in and we got her out.
It seems like Trump is trusting the military to save trafficked people.
And we'll report further on that one. But that was rough stuff. I want to thank.
Now let's break this down. Do you remember when Timothy Holmseth said that the people who were in the military who saw the 2,100 kids saved saw all types of crazy stuff and it was really bad? Are we seeing President Trump feeling the exact same emotions and seeing the exact same things? We need to pay attention.
General Milley, I want to thank all of the people that were involved and the people that went in to get her. I want to thank you very much.
Okay, guys, if you don't see that there's something really strange happening during this coronavirus time, then something is wrong. Notice during the talk of the coronavirus and all the strange things that are going on, Trump keeps talking about how we're at war. Now, remember that there was $500 million paid for the military to be able to train underground in these inevitable wars that we were going to fight. Now, the crazy thing is that Trump kept talking about traffickers. After Timothy Holmseth reported about the 2,100 kids in California that were saved, Trump hadn't spoke up about anything that was close to this at that time, and it started to make people in the movement wonder, is Trump helping us or is Trump fighting against us? It doesn't seem like he's saving anybody or doing anything. And I believe that in recent history, as people are starting to say that they're tired of waiting, they're tired of seeing all this foolishness and people arguing back and forth and people saying trust the plan and all that, and not having any evidence of stuff happening. Now, what's eerily strange is that Timothy Holmseth and other people have talked about how Trump was fighting against traffickers behind closed doors using the military and not FBI or police. Now, we know that FBI has been acting really dirty. We know that the police have been caught working together with CPS. We know that Trump's administration came out and told that CPS and foster care is the greatest source of trafficked children. So 88% of them come from there. So now we can clearly see that there's something going on that's abnormal. The FBI isn't the ones who's going to save these kids. The police isn't who Trump said was going to save these kids or young women. He talked about someone being trafficked, how they went to certain locations to go get them out, and how he saw these things, and you could tell in his voice he's disturbed. And to understand the magnitude of this, he's supposed to be talking about coronavirus, which they're trying to make us believe is killing the whole nation and it's so bad. I don't believe that's it. I believe part of the government is using this coronavirus as a front to bring forth some things to hurt people, and they're upset because their trafficking system is being messed up. Too many people are coming out and talking, and we are stopping this thing. That's what I believe is happening. I believe that Trump realizes they're trafficking. He realizes that a lot of the government officials have been making a business plan out of this, and him and military officials are destroying it. Now, we need to stand up and shut the crap show down because Trump can't do it on his own. I don't care how much power he has. He cannot do it on his own. I want to thank you guys. This is some blessed news. God is working for us. They are going after the children that have been stolen. They are saving people. And now Trump has admitted that what we reported to you earlier is freaking true. Powerful. I will catch y'all later. Y'all be cool. Peace.